Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another Experiences Living Abroad. I'm here with the beautiful Lucia. How are you, darling?
I'm excited. I really am.
Excited too because I said this off camera, but tell the people where you're from, and then they'll realize why I'm so excited. Tell the people where you're from.
So I've born and raised in Portugal, in Lisbon.
Mm-hmm.
So not all my life lived there, but
Mm-hmm.
most of my life. So I have
Mm-hmm.
all my memories, family, friends, school, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And my life is like a book of many volumes.
Yes, book of volumes. Let's get into these volumes. So, where are you currently?
So now I live near Oxford in England,
Okay.
in a small, small city called Banbury. It's
Okay.
like we don't have cows in the street, but I don't see much people on the street. It's like
Okay.
very, very, very calm and peaceful and green. No cars, no buses, no train. Well, I have the train, but you don't hear nothing. It's like
Okay.
peaceful comparing to Lisbon.
Okay. Okay. So, God, I'm so excited about this. So, how did you go from Portugal to the UK?
First, I went to Brazil.
Okay, talk to us about that.
I was 22 years old. Now I am 39.
Hmm.
And I was fed up of Portugal.
Talk
After,
about that. What made you fed up with Portugal?
I think that if you grew up in a city like Lisbon that never sleeps,
Mm,
and you go to every dance club, if you go to every pub, you go to every museum, and you go there weekend after weekend. And I was a party girl. I
hmm.
was clubbing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Good Lord.
So yeah, and I
And the
was
clubs
working.
don't close until like what, 10 o'clock in the morning or something ridiculous? Yeah. I
And
never been able to stay up late enough to do that nightlife.
you know the Havaianas we put on like slippers. I
Mm-hmm.
I wear them in my purse. So after the club, I could go to the beach. So because of my life, and I was studying and working
Mm-hmm.
all the same time
Mm-hmm.
because I spent all my uni years working at the same time. You get fed up.
Mm-hmm.
You see every person, the same person, every weekend after every weekend and after every weekend. I could be on one club. I saw the man. I go to run a club. Oh, here's the same man. Because we are like that. We move from one place to place, but we kind of get it in a routine and we stick with that routine
Mm-hmm.
because there's not much to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So when I was 22, I was like, I started dating with 18 and I knew everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on my school and it was near my house. Everything is near my house because I live near the airport. I live near Colombo. I live near, it's a big shopping center. I live in the center of everything. And then I felt myself, when you don't have enough air to breathe, you
Mm-hmm.
feel that you had so many stimulation that you are drained
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have creativity anymore and you don't seem to grow as a person. And there's a time, and it was very early for me, and you thought, maybe I need something. Maybe I need a shock, like another reality to wake me up.
Mm-hmm.
So in February of 2004, I went to my computer and I was like, where could I go and find another reality? So because of the language, I chose Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking for unis. I sent all the subjects I had in my uni to make the conversion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then they accept me. And I was, oh my God, now I need a house.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to my mother's connections and then I found out a beautiful Brazilian that would accept me in her house until I like or bought or I rent a house. And then I moved like August in the same year. I was there already with my dog.
Okay.
So I was like in a different country with a lot of criminals outside because, you know, Lisbon is very quiet. We don't have so many criminals like in Brazil. It's very different. You are in a bus, you stop in the lights and you look at the right and you see a robbery. It's that normal. And my house was almost vandalized. My dog they tried to poison my dog.
Jeez.
So yes, but he was very smart, so he didn't eat the meat, the peel inside. But then after I got another degree, I got the chance to work in a fantastic school in Brazil. I learned a lot, and you learn a lot with 22 years when you don't know even to cook, and you go to a house on your own, and you need to pay bills, and you need to be on time on places. And I need that. I needed that. So when it was almost 2006, my dad had a heart attack. And then I was thinking like, maybe I should return because I don't know if we have enough years to be together. Right. So I stayed there to finish my thesis and to present it. And soon as possible, I flew back to Portugal. And thank God we could be more 10 years together. And then he passed away. But then I went to Portugal. I married, I divorced, I had a son. And I was again stuck in that bubble of, okay, I have a job, but they don't pay me enough. I have a lot of degrees and Portugal don't give enough appreciation when you study a lot, but there's no jobs for us.
Right.
So people like me are working on supermarkets, on, I don't know, places that don't need a degree. So instead of being one of those persons, I thought that, okay, I know that I'm going to lose the job because I was about to lose the job in last August. And I had a friend here, and she's been here for 10 years, and she was doing fine. And she was my best friend. And then I thought, maybe because of the Brexit, this is my last chance. And then I went to LinkedIn, the platform. I changed it for English. I look on all the things that I could change, tools. And then I found out that you can open your LinkedIn to worldwide. So everybody can see it, because mine was just for Portugal. And then
LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn, the website. Yeah. Everyone out of the country talks about how LinkedIn is so amazing. I really slept on that.
But it's all scary because you need to create a network. And I didn't have a network. So I was new to that. So I had to pretend that I was having a network. So I tried to add a lot of people. I was putting likes on articles about education because I'm a teacher. So in a couple months, I was doing like 8 hours per day on internet doing my research. Yes, I am very dedicated when I want to change my life. So you need to do that. If you want to change, you need to research. I was reading blogs. I was on YouTube to see other people's experiences. I was sending message. I was on any information that could give me like how to apply to a job in education in UK. I was doing that. I was reading. I was taking notes. And then I was studying every job offer. This is very important. if you study the job offer, you will find out how much they are willing to pay you and if you can afford the way you want to live in that country. Because it's not just the salary, is what kind of life do you want to have in that country?
Yes.
And because I have a son, I brought my son with me. I could not afford to do the same as in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to be sure that, because I don't have a network here, like family, or I have my friend, but I cannot rely on her wage, right? I had to support me and my son.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very real.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot make castles
Mm-hmm.
on the clouds like, oh, it's going to be wonderful. No, because every change you do, you need to be emotionally grown. You need to be, because there are days that you are going to feel that you are not going to be good enough. You are not going to do it. You are not going to find friends. And guess what? I'm a single mom with a boy. Nobody cares about me here. I don't have much families or friends here because I'm not in that normal situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I got a job that it's not supposed for a person that from other country to have, because I'm working for the English. I'm
Mm-hmm.
teaching English.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not working with the Portuguese community. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working with them.
Mm-hmm.
So for everybody, it's strange. How the hell a girl from Portugal comes to this country alone with a son, and she got a house and she got all her figured out in like a couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange.
Mm-hmm.
But what people don't know is that I study everything. And this is the secret. You need to study the country. You
Mm-hmm.
need to read the government page. You need to search for that information, because they give you a lot of information if you want and you are able and you take the effort and time to read. You need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Or you pay someone to do that for you.
Right.
I'm not paying anyone. I it's very serious. Money, it's very serious to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons why I got out of Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
It was because here I can pay a house, I can pay traveling, I can pay my son's school. He's in a great public school. It looks like a private school.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the job, I'm in a permanent position.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a dream come true. In Portugal, I didn't have that.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
you
And
feel
the job market in Portugal is hard. And I know when I moved there, people would ask, well, how will my degree transfer there? And I'm like, it won't. If you come in here, you need to be able to make your own money, but you can't count on Portugal's economy
no.
to work, whether you're foreign or you grew up there. And I find I hear a lot that it's a frustration with a lot of the young people in Portugal, because they feel like they're forced to have to leave just to find, a wage that is enough to, support their life and family.
Yeah. But not only young people do that,
Mm-hmm.
do like me.
Mm-hmm.
A great part of Portuguese, they prefer to stay on their parents' house because it's part of our culture. We
Mm-hmm.
stay in our parents' house like 40 years, 50 years. So we are like that.
Mm-hmm.
But also because they are afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's part of our history that we are very like, we conquer a lot of colonies, we were in a lot of places, but they are afraid.
Mm-hmm.
They are afraid of not doing, and also the pressure of the family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lost some friends just to move here, because they were like, why? Portugal is not enough for you?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why you are doing this to us?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm
I
trying to do
see.
yeah,
Right.
I'm
Right.
trying to do something for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But people judge you when you try to get a little bit better in life, usually the others that complain a lot about life and don't do nothing, they will try to put you down.
Of course.
So I didn't tell anybody. I moved to here in silence. And then when people tried to invite me to go to places, I said, I can't, I'm UK now.
So, is that how you did it? You just... Okay.
Because I have the feeling that if you don't tell anybody, just family and close friends, you are able to do it in a smooth way without people giving you a lot of, oh, you are not going to do it because it's difficult. You are not going to do it because it's okay. Nobody wants you there. Blah, 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 blah. Don't tell most people, because people don't want your happiness. You need to be on your own when you try to do this step, because it's a big step in our life when we go abroad and we don't have the people you grew up, the places that you are used to go. But in the other hand, you are going to discover a lot of things. You have a lot of new cities to see. You have a lot of people and I talk a lot. I talk with my mail, the guy, the postman. I talk with him every day. Yeah. He calls me by the number of my house. Hey, 36, I have mail for you. I love this. I don't have that in Portugal.
So how did you go through the process of making sure that you can be in the UK legally? So the Brexit thing, did that complicate things for people coming to the EU, to the UK?
Okay. My friend was a great help for me in that way, because she knew all the steps. So I was on her speed. And her speed is 200 per hour. It's like, you need to do this, 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 this in 1 week. Come, flew to here, you stay in my house, and you do this, this, this. I'm going to drive you to that place, that place, that place, that place. I was here 2 weeks, and I took care of before I got the job.
Okay.
I changed my drive license from the Portuguese for the English. Because in here, it's like your ID. If you present that, you're okay. You don't need a passport. So that was the first.
Okay. Was that an easy thing to do? Was it just a matter of switching it and no issues? Okay.
No issues. You have it's on the post office. You have there an envelope. You put there your information. You fill a form. You put your old driving license. You close it and you send it. You pay for that, and then you receive at home the new one. But this is for the European, okay? It's not the same procedure.
Right. But if you're part of the EU, right.
Yeah. Right. Then she told me, you need to take your insurance number. So I scheduled an interview. I was there. They were asking me why you want to come to UK, who you were with. I said, my son. Where is your husband? It's ex-husband. What is his date of birth? I was like, oh my God, I don't remember. And she was looking at me, you don't remember your ex date of birth? I don't want to remember. So it's like, I had to check my phone. I sent a message to him. He was like, what are you doing? I just answered, because she's in here, in front of me. Oh my God, I'm so strange. And then I was doing that. I was doing the GP. GP is the general practice. So you go there. If you are sick, it's like overall clinic. Okay. You first go to that guy, and then if you have another problem of health, he will indicate you to the specific doctor. So everybody needs to go first to this one, then you move to a specific one. So I had those 3 numbers: drive license, NHS is the doctor, and the insurance number. And then I moved to the UK websites of jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was putting the link of the LinkedIn in those job offers.
Okay, so you put in your LinkedIn profile with
So
your
they
job
could
offer.
link and check more
Okay.
details.
Mm-hmm.
Because I found out that in here, my resume had 4 pages.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. That's a lot of pages.
Yes. And then my friend was like, what are you doing? You cannot present this in here. They just want 1 page, the
Mm-hmm.
first page. And I was like, how the hell am I going to put 4 pages in one? Do you like research? Research! And
Right.
I was on like trying to understand what kind of questions they could do to me in one interview. So I
Mm-hmm.
was adapting all my resume based on that.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just putting my life on that, I was taking the keywords from
Mm-hmm.
it, and
Mm-hmm.
then it will help the person who was going to interview me, like, oh, I already know the answer for this because she wrote in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I am very like, I want this, I'm going to get this,
That's
so
very
I'm going to do.
strategic. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am,
Mm-hmm.
because I put my life on this. I wanted to earn money. I want to be on a place that I could be appreciated for all the things I have studied and my experience.
Mm-hmm.
So it's what like my last chance.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that, and then in 1 week I received 4 interviews. One from
Mm-hmm.
Skype, awful, because I like more face to face.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was almost giving up, and I received a call on a Thursday to a Friday interview. I was okay. I don't even remember to have applied for that, because I applied for 200 jobs in here.
Mm-hmm.
But my friend said, well, you have the no already, so go.
Mm-hmm.
I was there. And so I was a kindergarten teacher in Portugal. So I was applying for kindergarten teachers in here.
Mm-hmm.
I was there doing the interview, and the guy started to question me about Piaget, Vygotsky, da 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 da. I was talking, and then he went, "Okay, I think that we are done, and then during the next week, we'll tell you something." And I said, "I need to fly back to Portugal because I need to sort my son's school in Portugal first, and then, but I can wait there for your call. No problem." I said, "No, no, no, it's no problem." So, for example, if you could be accepted and you are in Portugal, can you fly next Monday? You're right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there in my house in Portugal, waiting for the call. And then I received the call on a Wednesday, and he said, yes, you got the job. I
Mm-hmm.
was very happy. But then my friend asked, do you know already what you are going to do? I said, no, I didn't ask. What?
Okay.
Only, she said, you are the only person that accepts jobs without knowing what you are going to do. I said, oh my God, I need to search, because I had the name of the company, right? I was like,
Mm-hmm.
let's see what kindergarten it is. So I tried research. It's not a kindergarten. It's not. I said to my friend, no, it's a college. I'm going to teach teenagers.
Whoa.
I was like,
That's a big difference.
yes. I was like, oh my God, what I'm going to do now?
Mm-hmm.
So then when I start to read everything, I was, okay, now I get it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to teach people, teenagers, to be kindergarten teachers.
Ah, okay. That sounds
And I was
fun.
like, this is an improvement in my life. So I was very happy.
Right.
It was like a good surprise. But then the reality hit me. I don't know nothing about the UK system.
Ah,
And it's
okay.
very different from Portugal.
Okay.
We have here in UK a lot of safeguarding issues with children, and in Portugal they don't care. Like, if the child is sick, just call the parents and the parents will sort it.
Mm.
Here you have forms for everything. You have a
Mm.
lot of situations that it's like law by law by law by law by law, and you have like a document with 15 pages that you need to be on top of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine I flew back to here on a Sunday and I start teaching on a Monday.
Yikes.
So I was there in school, like, hi, I'm Lucia from Portugal. And I was not used to talk English every day. So I was like, oh, this was going to be interesting. I went to the classes, 20 students. Hi. And then the girl said, now you teach. I was like, what the hell? I'm going to teach.
Right. So what did you teach? What did you do?
So the first week was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So I start talking about myself. I talk about what I was doing in Portugal. So I was asking the reality. They were having a lot of questions though. So what kind of the age of the children you were taking after, what kind of activities? And so the first week was like that. Then I understood we had books. Okay, so we have books. Whoa. Then I understand that I need to plan classes, right? You need to plan something. You cannot go to the class and say, hi, guys. Again, my name is Lucia from Portugal. So it was like, okay. So they are very different from Portugal. So in Portugal, you start and they give you a lot of information and you need to study that information. Then you go to the class and then you have time to adapt. Here, you don't have time to adapt.
Okay.
You just go alone. And then they said to me, you are going to have another class. Am I? Yeah, another 20 students. To teach what? Almost the same, but more older. And was like, okay. And it was like this, months after months. And then I start to engage what I was supposed to do. And now I can say that I'm good at. I'm good at.
Right.
So, but you need to be prepared for everything. And one thing that I have really good is I have this quality that I adapt. I don't stress myself. Like, I'm going to do it. Never mind. And my son is like that also. He was like, I don't speak any English. I know you don't, but just pretend. Just say yes. You know yes and no. Yes, I yes. Yes. So he went to the school. And now he speaks English.
How old was he when he went to the school?
8. He's still 8. So we are just one year here.
Okay.
About 1 year.
He figured it all out at 8.
He went to school 4 months before the virus appears here. So then I'm remotely at home doing classes, and he just play she's box. He's like very vacation all day. Yeah. So
how do you? Oh, go ahead.
So you need to have that in mind. You need to be adaptable. You need to trust on your abilities. You need to be proud of yourself. And you need to trust on, I can do this. Because if you put on your mind and you are very like, I'm scared of everything, you are not going to do it. Because nobody will help you. And even if they say, we are here for you in your job, they are not, okay? You need to take care of you. You need to like take care of your emotionally, and also because everybody is replaceable. So you need to have that in mind. Yeah, and it's like, I'm foreign, then I have a Greek friend in my job. I have people from other countries, but mostly they are English, and they are very different from us because we are very Latin blood, and they are like frozen. So I am very like, I like to hug students. Now they are okay with that, but at first they were like, "Oh, what you doing?"
Right. Yeah. Portugal is definitely an affectionate country.
We are so we love to kiss and to hug, and not here.
That was one of the qualities that made me feel like, oh, I really wanted to be here. People are so kind and loving. So if anyone who is, looking at this, who is in Portugal and considering moving, like, how do you think you're moving from your home country changed your perspective on life?
Oh, that is tough. You have a lot of pros and cons, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of things that you need to put on perspective. One of the things is now I'm almost 40
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have a career.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have now I have, but before moved up to here, I didn't have. So I was like, what I'm doing with my life. So in my case, coming abroad was good.
Mm-hmm.
Because not because of the experience itself of moving abroad, because I feel home here.
Mm-hmm.
My home is not in Portugal anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really love to be here. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't have much friends. I don't have much social life. But I feel appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that they like my job. They like me. They count on me. And this is kind of what I wanted. And
Mm-hmm.
also, I can provide more opportunities to my son. He can go to Oxford College.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be a doctor and to be friend of Harry Potter. So I'm on the right place for that.
Okay.
Yeah. That was one of the questions he asked me when I said to him, we are going to move to UK. Can I go to Harry Potter class? I said, the character, please don't do that to me. So I think that an advice, first, know the place where you want to go. Try to go there first on vacation or just like a weekend. Try to be on Airbnb first when
Mm-hmm.
you don't have an address, while
Mm-hmm.
you don't have an address, because you can give the address of the Airbnb to while you are taking the bureaucracy of papers. They
Mm-hmm.
accept that address. Then go for job offers on the country. Be able to do Skype interviews and say yes when they say, can you flew here and take the interview face to face? Because it can be like this. One day they
Mm-hmm.
interview, the next day you need to be here.
Mm-hmm.
People going to Portugal, um, try to organize yourself financially first. Because
Mm-hmm.
Portugal, they will ask a lot of money to rent a house first. You need to study the neighborhoods where you're going to rent a house, because there are places that are not so much reliable to live with neighbors and everything. So you need to be organize yourself and your life around also where you are going to live.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Lisbon, you can take 1 hour just going inside Lisbon from one
Mm-hmm.
place to another place, 1 hour on
Mm-hmm.
public transports or in a car.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to study all of that and try to make friends. Try to
Mm-hmm.
go to Facebook communities, or you can check even to Instagram. There's a lot of name of the person and then in Portugal or in
Mm-hmm.
Lisbon or in Porto, and then send message to that person. Oh, I'm trying to go to Portugal. Can you give me some advices? For
Mm-hmm.
example, Brazilian have a great community and they help each others. They,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to come to Portugal, this is what you need to do, and they offer you the whole information. But Portuguese people don't do that.
Mm.
They don't share. They are not. They are good friends with time. They are very reliable and loyal. But at the first time, they are like, I don't know you. I don't know what you want. So I'm not going to give you much to talk much with you. So my advice is to create first before you go, to study, to go to YouTube. There's a lot of people like you that are in several different points of Portugal that can help you with information, and information is power. Information and knowledge, please. It's like, if you don't do that, you can go there and all your dreams will be destroyed by bureaucracy, people, and the country itself. Because it's this time, Portugal, it's like on the bottom of a crisis. So if you are organized financially, you have a good support emotionally, and you have the backup of your family and stuff. Yes, but if you don't, you need to maybe take one more year or two before you move abroad, because it's not easy. It's not easy. And if you don't have people to talk with, it's very lonely.
That sense of community is very important.
Yeah. And for example, next time I go to Portugal, I'm going to send you a message. I'm here, so let's hang out.
Please let me know. I would love to meet you in person. That would be awesome.
Because it's one of the things that I do when I meet people from other countries. I'm going to present Lisbon to you because it's amazing. I want people to feel welcome. At least I can do that. In here, I don't have that, but I can do that for myself.
Right.
So because I'm 40 and I have another mindset. So yes, my advice is, if you really want to go and you are draining your country and you are losing hope, yes, make the move, because you will reborn as a person. And it's wonderful to share those experiences with people, because sometimes you just need that little push from other people and say, yes, do it. And it's great. I'm so happy to come to England. And even if I'm in a small, like nowhere in the map, I'm like 20 minutes of Oxford, so it's very close. And when I go to Oxford, it's, oh my God, castles all over and people all over. It's great. So yes, do it. It's not a Nike commercial, but do it.
No, I love it. I want to thank you so much for sharing your story with our
Me
viewers.
too.
Really, really appreciate it. And please, when you're in Portugal, please let me know.
Yes, I'm going. I was saying that to my son, don't make any noise, because I'm going to talk to someone that is living in Portugal. And is it your friend? Not yet, but I'm going.
Yes, we're working on that. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And if someone of your network needs any information from Portugal, you can ask me and I'll help you in anything. Okay.
Perfect. Love it.
I can point you on the right direction.
Love it. I'm gonna roll up in your DMs really soon, asking you all those questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Anytime.
The experience is living abroad. We appreciate you. Thanks again.